Super fanboy guy. Do.
Hey everyone, this is Brandon, also known as Super Fanboy Guy, and I just decided to do a quick little video to kind of showcase the deck that I'm going to be playing in the online versus system Bring Your Own Set Alter Ego tournament. I wanted to wait a little bit to show my deck because later in this video I'm going to be talking about the other decks a little bit that are going to be in the tournament too. So, but I wanted to this is not really a deck profile video, but it's more like oh, this is like a deck what I'm going to be playing in the tournament. And since all of the deck lists have been posted online already for everybody playing in the tournament, I figured I'd just do a video to show kind of what I'd be playing. And I'm not going to do like if you watch my other videos, I've done deck profile videos where I talk about the cards and I talked about some of the strategies of the deck and what you can do with it. I'm not going to talk about the strategies in this video for obvious reasons, because if I'm in a tournament, I don't want to share the strategies about the deck. But since the deck has already been published online, I figured I'd just do a quick video to show you what I've been playing. And I know I just probably repeated myself by doing that, and I have a tendency to do that a lot. But anyway, I'm just going to stop there and I'm going to talk about the deck. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about the deck is I decided to go with the Alter Ego Venom card, and that's the one that you start at 50 endurance, and your opponents don't have support rows. And also, I forgot to mention too that it is 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, October 9th, and I decided not to include the webcam in this video because I just woke up and my hair is a mess, so I was just too lazy to get ready and I just wanted to record this video, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, so I chose the Alter Ego Venom for this tournament because the deck that I'm playing is, I felt like, oh, it'd be a good idea if they didn't have support row characters because they didn't have, you know, they wouldn't be able to reinforcement, because I decided to play the Warbound deck. Yeah. So after thinking about it really hard, there were several decks that I wanted to play in this tournament. I wanted to play my Spider Friends Bring Your Own Set deck, and I did a deck profile video on that. It was like one of my first deck profile videos I did on my channel a couple years ago. So I'll put a link in the comment section of this video, or I guess in the description of this video. I'm sorry, I'm not quite awake yet. I haven't had my coffee yet. I'll put a link in the description of this video to if you guys want to take a look at that deck. But I was really close to playing my Spider Friends deck with the sensational Spider-Man Alter Ego, and I just thought, like, after doing some play testing, I just didn't think the deck was right. So I decided to go for the Warbound deck for this tournament. Ideally, I built this deck because I wanted to play around reinforcement a lot, since, them not having a support row means that they don't have reinforcement. And the thing is, since I had access to the deck list, I can find out if they're playing decks that can reinforce their characters. So I can kind of play it around a little differently. But I'm just going to go ahead and I guess I'll just show the cards really quick, just so you can see what they do. But Mastermind is, you discard a card named Hulk, draw 2 cards, and then you can activate him, return him to his owner's hand. Use this power only during the combat phase. And Meek is, whenever he becomes stunned, you may remove him from the game. If you do, characters you control named Hulk have, while Hulk is attacking, defenders lose and can't have reinforcement. So kind of like a blindsided effect in a way. Rick Jones, Monster's best friend. You get to activate him to rally for a card with Hulk in its name or game text. And then you can also activate him, return Rick Jones to his owner's hand, use only during the combat phase. So Angel, what he does is you discard him, target Hulk gets +3 attack while attacking and has flight this turn. So it's pretty much a flying kick for your Hulks. And then he has activate, return Archangel to his owner's hand, use only during the combat phase. Hero him, whenever he becomes stunned, you may remove him from the game. If you do, characters you control named Hulk have invulnerability. So invulnerability, obviously, when you get stunned, you don't take the recruit cost damage you would get for being stunned. Hulk Green Scar. Hulk enters the play with a gamma counter. Whenever Hulk becomes stunned, if you control no other characters, you may remove a gamma counter. If you do, stun all characters with cost 2 or less. So that's why we have a lot of those characters that return themselves back to your hand. So it's mainly for this card right here. Hulk Gladiator, he has a boost effect, KO a Hulk you control with cost X whenever he enters play, stun target character with cost X or less. So we essentially what we do with him is you KO your 4-drop Hulk. Hopefully you remove the gamma counter and did some damage to your opponent's characters. They're 2 or less characters. And you get to stun their 4-drop. That's pretty much how this guy works. So Hulk, the Green King, he has a boost effect, KO a Hulk you control with cost X. Hulk enters the play with X +1/+1 counters. So we KO our 5-drop and he becomes an 18/18 monster. Hulk, Sakara's son. Whenever Hulk becomes stunned during the combat phase, if you control no other characters, you may KO target resource. And Hulk World Breaker. Whenever Hulk becomes stunned, if you control no other characters, KO all opposing characters. Imperial Dreadnought, Terraform, characters you control have flight, Warbound characters you control have flight. Activate stun a Warbound character you control with cost X, gain X endurance. So this combos really well if you have your Hulk with invulnerability, because when you get stunned, you don't take the stun damage, so you just gain endurance. So you could stun, for an example, your 4-drop. If he has invulnerability, you gain 4 endurance. The Great Arena. Activate. Exhaust a Hulk you control with cost X. Exhaust target character with cost X or less. Each player loses X endurance. Use only during the build phase. Warbound to the end. To play, discard a character card. Search your deck for a card named Hulk. If you control Hulk, you may search for any Warbound character card instead. Reveal that card and put it into your hand. Hulk Smash. Target attacking Hulk gets +8 attack. Bloodsport, play only if you control a defending Hulk. Target opponent chooses a team attacker he controls. Remove all other attackers from this attack and ready those other characters. Righteous Anger, stun target Hulk you control. If you do, recover and ready him. That Hulk can't be the target of effects this turn. And remember that this is also your effect, so if you attack with a Hulk and activate this, you can't play, for an example, a Hulk Smash anymore, because he can't be targeted by your effects as well. Trouble with Dinosaurs. Target attacker gets +8 this attack and -1 attack for each character you control. So this is really good when you have only one Hulk, because that means he will get +7 attack. Uncertain Legacy. Search your deck for a character card with the same name as a character you control, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So obviously, if we have a Hulk out on the field, we can activate this to get another Hulk and put it into our hand. She-Hulk Smash. Target attacker gets +2 attack this attack for each character in target opponent's front row. So the reason why I decided to go with this deck for the tournament was because I really wanted to kind of play something that was kind of diverse, and I felt like a lot of people would be playing stuff like, X Mental, or other, like a Brotherhood decks and stuff like that. So I really wanted to be prepared for a very diverse format, and that's why I kind of chose some of these cards. And as we talk about some of the other decks in the tournament pretty soon here, that's actually not going to be the case, because there is 6 dominant decks that are in the tournament. And it was just kind of, I mean, this was expected, but I should have maybe played around, maybe should have anticipated this one particular deck to be in the tournament, but I didn't do that. But it's definitely something to learn for next time. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the other decks that are in the tournament. Here's all the deck lists, and I'll post a link to this I think it's just a Google Docs deal. So I'll post a link to this in the description if everybody else wants to look at it. But we have somebody who's playing the Fantastic Four deck, which is really interesting. We have another person playing another Hulk deck, but obviously they're different builds. We have somebody also playing a Hulk deck, And hey, look, another Hulk deck. Now we have this gentleman who is playing the Shield Burn deck, which is pretty interesting because that's a deck that I didn't really think about would be played, but apparently it's being played. Another Hulk deck. Spider-Man classic, so that's the Sensational Spider-Man with Marvel Knights. And we also have good old Norman playing, looks like he's playing like a Good Guys deck or a Justice League deck, which after looking at this deck, I think he's the only DC deck in the tournament, so respects to him for playing that deck. We also have, here's the Brotherhood deck, the Brotherhood, looks like the Brotherhood, the old Brotherhood Marvel Origins beatdown deck. So we got one of those. We have, now we have the Brotherhood Acolytes deck right here, which is pretty interesting, I think. And then we also have the Kree deck. So I think I counted about 6 different Hulk decks, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, I am actually obviously one of those Hulk decks, and I wasn't the only person that decided to play the Warbound deck in this tournament. But it is what it is. So I guess with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. So if you guys have any comments about my deck, please feel free to leave them in the comment section of this video. And I also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I will be posting my rounds on the channel. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. And so also I want to say good luck to everybody who is entering the tournament, and may the best deck win. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I actually think I have a bye the first round, so I'm not going to be playing the first round. So hopefully in the upcoming rounds, I'll be able to show the videos on my channel. Maybe I'll do like a commentary edition with it. But yeah, I'll make sure to keep everybody updated and see how I do. Thanks for watching this video, and see you next time.